Good afternoon, learners. Today we're going to revise mail merge, and I've already typed in my document. We have a document here and we have a data source here. Now before we start off, I want to put this across that for you to come up or to create a mail merge, you first of all have to have two things. Number one, you need to have a document, and you need to have a data source, which I have here. Now after you have the both of those, you need to know which items goes to which part. Now you'll find in your exams that they have labeled using maybe number one, number two, number three, like I've done here. So you need to know which one goes where. For example, in my document here, I know that dear number one should be the name, which is yellow. For example, dear yellow. Then at the bottom down here, you need to have the address, dear yellow, 25 Valley Street, town or Shakati. So at this point, I know we're going to have address, like that. Then we need to have town, like that. So all those are going to be there. Then number two, we're going to have the payment. Thank you for the payment of maybe 30 shillings, 70 shillings or 50 shillings. Then as we continue, which we have received, it is a great pleasure to have reliable customers who support us. We believe that you will enjoy the article in, then this one will come from this part here, magazine. Now when you're given something like this, you need to know which item goes where. Now when you know that, these numbers here are not even important because it's going to be very easy. Now let me not delete it, so that for the purpose of learning. Now let us start our merge. Now you come to mailings, you click mailings, you go to select recipient. Then there's these three options. There's type new list, use an existing list, select from Outlook contacts. Of course you don't have this data, so you'll use you type a new list. So you click, this dialog box will appear. Now we don't have exactly what we want, so you're going to type from this point, but we don't have exactly the items that we want. So if you don't have the items that you want, you're going to go to customize, so that you can customize according to the data source that you have been given. For example, you click on customize columns, you come to add. So what do you want? You want name, like that. You say okay. The second thing we need is address. You come to add, write address. Another thing we need is town. Click add town. You add. Then we need payment. Add payment, like that. Then you go, you need magazine. Add magazine, like that. There you go. So we have all that we need in our data source. Now because we need them to follow each other, this title should come below here. So you click, then you say move up, address, move up, town, move up, payment, you move up, magazine, you move up. Then you say okay. So you see they have followed each other from name, address, town, payment, magazine, just like we have here. Name, address, town, payment, and magazine. Now we embark on now filling our data source. Now you come here, name was yellow, address 25 Valley Street, town Oshakati. Payment was 30. Magazine, computer games. Like that. Then you say new entry here, like that. Go to Alan, address 3 Main Street, town, Sumeb, shillings, maybe 70 shillings. Computer, not computer, should be sports today. Like that. You click new entry, you go to Mercy, 9 Willow Street, from Rehoboth. Paid 50 shillings. Go to computer games. So now we have our table here. Now you click OK. Now when you click OK, there's a very big mistake that students do. They don't save their data source where they want it to be. For example, I would want my data source to be at the Knec exam folder. Ideally, that's what you should do when it's an exam. So you search for your Knec exam folder on desktop. I have here mine here, but you give your file a name. For example, let us call it my letter, like that. Now I'm saving it at the Knec exam folder. Open, save. Now you have saved your address or data source as my letter in your Knec exam folder. Please don't forget that. You should always save your data source. Now let us embark on creating our main merge. Now, after creating the data source, you now start your merge. Click Start, then go to Step-by-Step main merge. You click. After that, you go to this at the bottom here. Write your letter. You go to more items. Now this one should come here. So before you go there, you have to know which one comes here. So we just delete that. So this one should be the name. So you go to more items, you click, you take the name, you insert. So it is inserted there. You close. Here we need the address, so this one should not be there. So address, you go to more items, you click address, you insert, you close, you delete this one with a backspace. You go to more items, you click town, insert, so you close. You come to this point, thank you for the payment of. Now we need to put here the payment. So you go to more items, you go to payment, insert, you close, you come to this point, pleasure to have reliable customers, then the article in, you delete this one with a backspace, then you come to more items, you say magazine, so you insert, then you close. As you can see, it has inserted the name, the address, the town, the payment, magazine. So after doing that, you move to preview your letter. There you go. So this one here is Dear Iyalo, 25 Valley Street, Oshakati. thank you for the payment of 30, which we have received. It is a great pleasure to have reliable customers who support us. We believe that we enjoy that in computer games, and indeed it comes from this section here, this row here. Now, as you can see, it is just only one letter, so we need it to be 3 letters because we have 3 recipients in the data source. So you go to complete your merge. After that, you click on edit individual letters like that. So just say all, say OK. Now if you pull it down like this, pull it down like that, you have Dear Alan, then you have the third one for Dear Mercy. So there you go, you have completed your merge. Now save your work in the Knec exam folder as you are instructed by the name that you have been instructed. So let us save it, the Knec exam folder, desktop, Knec exam here. You give it the name that you have been given, maybe it is letter or something, or letters like that, then click save.